Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Quackshot starring Donald Duck. Alright, so this is where the game goes from, hey, you've been having fun, to, hey, guess what? You're not gonna win. At least easily. So, the difficulty for this game just kind of randomly ramps up, you know, right about here. And I don't really understand why. Because now they start throwing in concepts that are just like, who thought this was a good idea? And, yeah. So you've got these things, which are kind of annoying, especially because you kind of just get on one at random when they open up like that. So it is kind of a pain. But then here they also introduce a mechanic that they have not done at all. They have a jump that is just the biggest pain to do, because they don't tell you, like they give you no hint that this is something that you would need to do beforehand. And I need to take the upper one. Like, I'm in awe of the... Okay, so here. Once you get to this one, you can tell it's the one because you see the little cannon-looking thing over there. Get on this platform, and then as soon as it starts trying to close, shoot the wall. Because you have to actually use that, because there's no way to jump up here. At least not one that I've found. And yeah, that's the first time the game's like, yeah, we're just gonna start throwing stuff at you that you've never had to deal with before. Good luck with that. You'll do fine. Alright. And we got more booms. And more birds that just piss me off. And here we have one of these guys. And I'm gonna sit here and make this god-awful noise because he can be stunned. And I'm going to need to stun him so that I can get past him without taking any damage. And it takes a ton of hits to do it. Either that, or it's a very specific hit when he's got his stomach, you know, bulged out, like he's not trying to suck in his gut. So, hard to say. Now we go down this little hallway here. We saw there was a straight drop to our right when we were up there. If you do that, you go straight into a pit. In fact, we passed by that pit right here. That's where you'd come out. Right there. So, yeah, take the harder path here. It's more beneficial. Alright, I didn't really want to do that, but okay. So we got another one of these tubbos here, and we're just gonna make this god-awful obnoxious noise until he's stunned. And then we're just gonna sneak past him. Because I really don't want to take hits. Because we've got to fight Pete! If you defeat me, I'll give you the map and the Viking Diary. Alright, so this fight is fun. We've got these guys here. We've got a couple of Pete's henchmen. We want to take those out. And then we'll switch back to the plunger. And you have to hit him in the head. Because his weapon of choice is some sort of giant pneumatic crushing device. I don't understand why you'd think that's a good weapon, but it's actually surprisingly effective. He does a ridiculous amount of damage with it too, so you don't want to get crushed, and you don't want to touch him when he's not stunned. And you can do that and sneak under him. But here, where he's a little bit closer to the ground, you can't really sneak under him. Not really possible. And now I've lost him, and we gotta find him again. There he is. That's the biggest thing. You don't want to lose him for too long. Because then finding him becomes just a complete and colossal pain. And just think, you go on to serve Maleficent. And I've been sitting here wondering, so this base is not in Duckburg at all. So, he's an international criminal? Is what I'm learning from this? So Pete is a supervillain, basically. He's just not just a gangster, because this gang is not in Duckburg. In fact, I don't quite remember where it is, but it doesn't matter because we beat him. He took enough plunges to the face. We get the Viking diary back, and look at it. It's the ancient Viking diary. The diary reveals that the map must be dipped in water. When this is done, the location of the real treasure will appear. So we dip it in water, and we go to Great Duck Treasure Island. Alright. Yeah, this is where the game just says, screw you. Everything you thought you were good at this game? Well, guess what? You're not. You're a failure. And nobody likes you. Alright, so that's one thing. You've got the snakes that are on the ridiculously hard to see path because, you know, field of vision for this game is relative to Donald. Looking up and looking down are not things that you can do. And then up the hill makes it just harder. Here we've got these floating little leaves. Guess what happens when we stand on them? Yeah, that's right, they fall down. And you gotta be really quick about this. Like, I think I've messed this up. Nope, nope. Oh, that was a little closer than I wanted it to be. And then we've got these. And then this. Okay, these little sections, they were on the Viking ship, and I didn't do anything with them because they suck. They are planks that break, and you have to jump the second you hit them, or you fall into a death chasm like that. And I'm fully expecting to die a good number of times here. I've got 5 lives, but unlimited continues. Oh, not today, Snakey. I kind of want this to be the end of the Let's Play, so this might be a little bit longer than I was really anticipating being, but yeah, I want this to be the end, because otherwise it's just gonna drag out needlessly. Because we are at the end. This is the last stage of the game. I took a huge risk doing that. Now, you can also use the run button to try to do that. I've done that a couple of times, but... And this one is the worst one. There we go. And then we've got this one here. I don't know why these vines are fuses. Nothing about this makes any sense, but okay. And then we make it inside the temple, which this place is just even better. Spears, zip lines in an ancient tunnel. King Garuzia must have been rich. Alright, so we got 90 popcorn shots. We're gonna need them. These soldier statue things are ridiculously annoying because they have shields and thus will block all of your shots. And then 2 more are going to show up behind us, but we can just skip them. And we're going to go this way. And then we've got fire that we've got to dodge, and I have not been able to do this ever. Oh my god, I did the first one. If I can get the second... Nope! I was about to say, getting cocky. And dead. Just not even gonna mess with you. And then, hey look, a wall of spikes. I wonder what that means. Oh look! Something that... moving blocks. I want to know how the block moves. Like, is there some sort of pulley system? Alright, so another wall of spikes. Guess what that means? Except this one's even more entertaining. Because we gotta get up here. And I did that on the first try. That's impressive. And now this is the best part of the game. I love this. I love this so much. So, one of my favorite movies of all time is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. It's one of my favorite movies, and it's my favorite Indiana Jones movie. Well, guess what they rip off? The whole end of the game here is just a giant rip-off of Last Crusade. I'm Indiana Duck. So we gotta take a leap of faith, just like Indy, and these magically appearing blocks will show up as we are moving. That's the only two that are next to each other. I truly... I love this. This is fantastic. Alright, this is the last one, so you just have to make a big jump. And we are at the boss! Speaking of a ripoff of Last Crusade. It's a Duck Knight! It's the Duck Knight! Like the Dark Knight? Alright, so this fight sucks, and I'm gonna take a lot of hits. I'm half tempted just to use a save state. So, he throws his sword. When he doesn't have his sword, he can be hit repeatedly like this. You can hit him while he has his sword, but it takes a couple of hits. If you get hit by the sword, you take a ridiculous amount of damage. I think you take like 2 or 3 hits. So his boss strategy is he'll shuffle forward 3 times, and then throw the sword, and then when the sword hits the wall, the blocks come tumbling down. You can dodge most of the blocks. Oh, I can't believe I didn't get hit there. That was impressive. At least in my own mind. Alright, he's gonna shuffle, 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 and throw, and then just dodge the blocks. Only one of them is supposed to come into the foreground, and it'll be pretty much where the statue in the center is. All the other ones go tumbling down the pyramid. But he is almost dead. And that was just luck. And I think we may have just defeated him. Nope, he's still alive. I don't know how many hits it takes to kill him. I really don't remember. Okay, that may have done it, because everything just vanished. There we go! We have finally defeated him! And we have retrieved King Garuzia's treasure. Finally, someone who's worthy of my treasure. The Holy Grail! Quick, Indy, go back and use it on your father, who was shot by a Nazi. Alright, so we get the treasure, and it is a statue of a duck princess. Just a plain stone figurine of a duck princess. And we take it back to Duckburg, to Daisy. It's nice to see you. Where's my present? This is it. This is the great duck treasure of King Garuzia. This is my present? Is that all? Alright, I'm just gonna say, Daisy comes across as a raging bitch right now. It's an ancient statue from a long-forgotten king. All she cares about is the fact that inside it had an amethyst necklace. Like, I would love to have a one-of-a-kind priceless statue, personally. But, you know, I guess I'm not a materialistic bitch like Daisy. Anyway, that has been Quackshot, starring Donald Duck. It's a cute little game. It's back from the 16-bit era, platforming era. I said era too many times that. But it was back when, you know, platformers were kind of, you know, at their stride, and so everyone wanted one, and so a lot of them kind of sucked. But Disney was like, no, we don't want our licenses to suck. We at least want to put forth a little bit of effort. So you had, like, World of Illusion, Castle of Illusion, Quackshot, and then you had the Virgin era games where you had Lion King and Aladdin that were just mind-blowing at the time. So this led into some awesome things, and it's good to see that these things are coming back again, because you've got the HD remake of DuckTales, and, you know, I'd love to see some more of those, you know, old Capcom era games, like Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck. I love Darkwing Duck on the NES. I would love to do a Let's Play of it, but I'm terrible at it, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. But here we have Donald and Daisy flying off into the sunset. The end. I hope you guys have enjoyed this Let's Play. I've had a blast doing it, and I will see you guys in future projects, so please stick around for that. Till then, later everyone.